everybody, my name is Mike and I want to show you where I start at. This is my journey to Japan. So, I want to tell you a story first. I started learning Japanese about 5 months ago and I really wasn't getting anywhere. I started getting bugs like Anki, I started to try Japanese Pod 101. Yeah, I worked for somewhat, but it really wasn't getting me anywhere. I couldn't remember my Hiragana and I couldn't remember my Katekana. I tried as much as possible, but it really wasn't just working. Yeah, YouTube tried too, but I just wasn't learning it. So, I thought, what's the easiest way I could really just learn this? So I sat down, I started talking to my Spanish teacher, and I got somewhere, and I decided, I started thinking, what really makes a conversation? And I thought, words, but I didn't know any words in Japanese. Yeah, I could pick up some like hi, hello, how are you? But it really wasn't getting anywhere. So I started thinking, what if I start making something that can help me learn words? And I did. But first I needed to know how to read. So I looked into an app and I found out there was an app called Dr.Moku. Here's the review on it. So pretty much this is the letter ku and it comes out like a little bird. And the noise goes coo coo coo. Think of a cuckoo bird going coo coo coo. So yeah. This app really helped because it really referenced back to the images, and when I started reading the words, I could just really, in the back of my head, just tell it was really word there. And I always thought, oh, this is there. So like another word would be like wa for well, which would be wa for like watashi wa. Another one would be re. So oh, reptile. So when I would see the design for the character, I'd be like, oh my god, that's a reptile. But I really wouldn't be like, at first I'd be like that, but now I'd just be reading it, I just remember the image in my head and I'd be like, wow, this is so easy. Yeah, but it really helped, and the app, it advertises really well. At first I was a little skeptical on it, but it said learn Hiragana and Katekana within a day, and I was amazed. Within 30 minutes I had already memorized Katekana and Hiragana. By the end of the day I had remembered it perfectly. Now, there was a little bit of flaws. I think it was half my end, though, at the beginning. I couldn't write Hiragana or Katakana from the top of my head, so I had to practice a little more. But I think, on and on, about $4 of my money for both of those apps was totally worth it. Because there's no way I could have done that easier done, but yeah. I could honestly read Hiragana and Katakana like way fast. So I was like happy, but now I can write it, so worth it. So another one of the little examples when it shows you is this one. So you see ku is the original character. So you see ku and you see the little bird. So you reference back to the image like I was talking about, and then you remember the little birdie. You go ku and like bingo, right? So your brain has no choice to remember, just like the app says. So they don't lie. Advertisement works. The next way I started learning was my vocabulary, so I wanted to get started and I started the 30-day challenge that I made up. So how the 30-day challenge works pretty much is you start with Hiragana and Katakana. You start putting 20 words or how many words you want, but officially you need 500 words in total. I took the level 5 JLPT vocabulary words from a website that I found, and I ended up making a list of them. So I have some of them on my flash drive, but right now I just have one deck on the Anki. Anki is a program that works like flashcards, except it lets you put audio, images, and sets you up for not cheating yourself. Back then, I remember writing my Hiragana and Katakana words, and I would cheat myself through them because I can read my own handwriting and tell which was a cheating way. Plus, sometimes the marker would actually go through, and I could see smudges. Now, I know a lot of you might be saying, oh, well that doesn't happen to me, but you might not notice it. It actually might just be happening. So I really recommend this because the computer, you can't cheat it. So I'll give you an example of what's really going on. So I'll click on the Hiragana. There's 20 words. So when you start, you read the Hiragana. For me, I got double A. That's how the sound hears. So if I click short answer, it says which actually translates to which is kind of funny. But let's say I didn't know the word and I was really bad at it, and I would click 1 minute again. So I would see it in a minute. But let's say I was really good at this word, so I would click 4 days, which is easy. That means means in 4 days, unless I finish the thing, I would see it again. So that's pretty much how I did it. So let's click 1 again, right? So the next one goes, it says Aki. So Aki is the next word that comes up, right? So you click Aki, and if you guessed right, and that's the word for red, then you would get it. So you pretty much are translating the words to whatever you can read to, and this is how you pretty much force yourself to memorize. And as you read, get better at this, because the more you force it, the more you're gonna get to it. You don't really have to put much practice either. Once you start going through flashcards at least twice a day, you kind of remember it. But how the 30-day challenge works is that, let's say on the first day you do 20 words and you remember them good, and you can translate them easily. The next day you would have to do the same set plus a new set, as many words as you want. But by the end of the 30 days, you have to finish up all 500 vocabulary words, including Hiragana and Katekana both combined. So 500 Hiragana and Katekana in total. They can be combined, or they don't have to. And that's how you do it. So by the end of 30 days, you'll be doing 500 words, and you can challenge yourself. So in January, I'll be doing this as my New Year's resolution, as a challenge to myself and as a way to learn Japanese. So I hope to see you all there by my videos. If you guys have any questions on how to install Anki or how to get Dr.Moku, then please leave a comment and like the video, or subscribe, private message me, or anything. It's all good. You can even talk mess if you really want to. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video, and I hope it helps you.